What's the story, amigos? This is Kino with some cool stories for today's story time.
Yes, it's AT back again with another story time, reading out of my favorite book of all time, Shel Silverstein's Light in the Attic. Goat. This one is called Trying On Clothes. I tried on the farmer's hat. It didn't fit. A little too small, just a bit. Couldn't get used to it, took it off. I tried on the dancer's shoes, a little too loose. Not the kind you could use for walking. Didn't feel right in them, kicked them off. I tried on the summer sun, felt good, nice and warm. Knew it would. Tried the grass beneath my bare feet, felt neat. Finally felt well dressed. Nature's clothes just fit me the best. Again, that's Shel Silverstein, Trying On Clothes.
What's the story, amigos? This is Kino with some cool stories for today's story time.
Story time once again, y'all.
Yes, more heat from Shel
Shel,
Silverstein.
the GOAT.
Uber GOAT.
The GOAT. How'd y'all feel about it?
I liked it, man.
You like
I
the Trying
can't-
On Clothes, man?
I would want to say something more expressive, but I can't say that on the radio. But I like the story, man. I like it a lot. I feel like it sort of plays back to what we talked about earlier about almost like putting on a mask to try and please people because you're afraid of
Your
what
truth.
you may be
Truth.
seen as. Yeah, right. As your truth being seen by other people and how they would perceive you. So this person trying on farmer's clothes, trying on all types of clothes until he gets in his self.
I mean, sometimes you got to look at it as well. That's what it takes. Sometimes you got to go out in life and experiment with things and try different things and try to find what you don't like in hopes that you find what you do like, of course.
I mean, I'm sure everyone can attest to the fact that they've been to a point where they had a trial and error moment in their life trying to achieve a destiny. You know what I mean? Trying to achieve, their goals. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, in your terms, you can't, you didn't start music until, like you said, relatively late, but, young in life, but you were already going into college type thing and you started music then. But then look at the progress now. You know what I'm saying? It's like it just matters at the point that you get there. So I feel like the trial and error is necessary. Like you said, some people have to go through it, and
That's what it takes.
you won't know it's real until you try it.
For sure.
Shoot.
For sure.
How do you feel about the story?
I really see it as a lot the same way you did. I think a lot of times people when they get into trying new things, they don't really go into it as open minded as they should. In
True.
a sense, like that. They think even before they get into it, they're not gonna like it just because of the perception based on the thing that they're trying.
Right. What other people said.
Word. And it's like it's almost like Adidas joggers, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is funny because it's like a own personal thing with Adidas joggers. I remember like when everybody started wearing Adidas joggers, I was the one person who was like, I'm not gonna wear those because everybody's wearing them. You know, like I'm always that guy. It's like I don't want to hop on the trend because everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I put on a pair of Adidas joggers. It's like, yo, these kind of comfy. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? They
For the
kind of
record-
versatile. Like, I get it. Like, yeah.
For the record, this man got them on right now, bro.
Facts. Like, I'm wearing my Adidas joggers as we speak.
I
so
feel
like,
it, dog.
I feel it, man.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, sometimes that's how you can ask Locc, for example. Like, that's how I am sometimes with music. I feel like I gotta, like Travis's album, there was so much hype around it. I had to give it like 3-4 weeks before I could even like sit down and bump it because
Word.
I was like, yo,
just
listen
the
to this
hype.
track.
Like, it wasn't worth it just bumping it right on the spot and just talking about it like everybody else. So it's just like, there's plenty of things that are like that where you're kind of like, it's kind of a little overhyped. But at the end of the day, I like that album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I don't like Travis's
I feel
album.
that.
So
And I think a lot of people do that in music where they kind of ruin music for people because people don't want to ride the wave. Like,
right.
Nobody wants to be the person riding the wave.
No.
Everybody
Yeah,
wants
man.
to be the person that's hip to
The
something. Or you just want
original.
to like something for liking it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, because somebody hop on Twitter and say that something is like the greatest thing they'll ever heard,
Right.
people will automatically not like it.
Yeah,
True.
yeah,
Not even spinning it, just because somebody said that on Twitter, like, all right, come on, it can't be that great.
Facts.
You know what
I mean, there's plenty of things like that. Look at the F Russ movement, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where people were just saying you can't say Russ makes bad music, but You just hating on them for no reason? Like, come on,
Man, I mean, that's the people like to boost, man. That's the problem with that's the thing. Comes right back to what we was talking about earlier with social media, man, and how effective that can be on people's psyche, man,
Sure.
how they view the world. Because if people weren't always boosting on social media, people would bump the album if somebody said it was good. You know what I'm saying? But somebody say it was good, it's like, man, it's probably not good. They probably just hyping it up because that's what people do on social media.
Very
you know,
true.
man. And until it's somebody you actually trust saying that, like, oh, it's good, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody coming out with like an indifferent opinion, like, oh, it's kind of good, could be better. There's some tracks that's okay, some tracks that's bad. It's something like that. You're not gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy because I think like with the whole social media thing, what I realized is like exaggeration equals attention.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like if I tweet like, yo, you should listen to my album, it's cool.
No love.
Nobody's gonna retweet it, bro.
No.
Like, nobody's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
best
but if I
album.
say, yo, this is the hottest,
Yeah.
blase, you know what I mean? Like, whatever the case may be, I might get some retweets. Or I'm gonna at least get some mentions. Somebody gonna say something to me.
I
You know what I'm
mean-
saying? Like,
Even if it's controversial, they're like, no, it ain't.
Exactly.
You know what
We
I'm
in the
saying?
Exactly.
clickbait era. You
That's
know what I
it,
mean?
bro.
People are specifically doing things for attention, for clout, for all of that. So if you exaggerate it, of course, more people are gonna gain attention on it or click it or do whatever they do. So that's the era we're almost living in. It's unfortunate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's brought plenty of people up, brought plenty of people down
Yeah,
as well.
definitely kept people down. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Because
for
of
sure.
the way the system is set up in that sense. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but it's the game, man.
For
You
sure.
know, it's definitely the game, man.
Story time for the day. That is it. Of course, Shel Silverstein trying on clothes. That's what that one was
Goat.
called.
Goat.
Yes, of course. Retwist still later on.
Gio-
Freestyle Fridays as well.
Freestyle.
Even though it's not Friday, you know what I mean?
So the days though,
it's
man.
Super Sunday.
We
What you
got-
about to come in with? What you come in with more or that?
We getting in the J. Cole wave right now. I've been on my Cole thing. You know what I mean? We just dropped a video recently. Shout out Willie B.
Yeah.
Featuring Jada.
Yes.
And
Indie
we
media.
were talking about the legacy of J. Cole, man, and it just inspired this part of the playlist for me. You know what I mean? Of course, that playlist is on Apple Music and Spotify as well, so go check that
Indeed.
out on all our social medias. We link it up. You know what it is, man. Back to the vibe. Nothing but it. This one's called Tribe off of that Boss Milky Way.
This one's for you.
Stay tuned. Retwist on the way.